So welcome to my Ocala National Forest buck hunt. I'm hunting the same spots. You might recognize this spot from last year. I had something happen to me on Friday. I wanted to share it with you. First, let me show you where I am. Again, I'm in the Hopkins Prairie unit of the Ocala National Forest. I just want to show you this beautiful spot. Check it out. All the way around me here. Now, I really put some effort into finding this spot, and yeah, I just kind of stumbled upon it. It's not any place that you would see from the road or trail. I had to come up a fire break, and yeah, I kind of saw it while I was just doing a little scouting, a little walking. I kind of broke through the timber because I thought it looked like it opened up, and sure enough, this is a big open spot in the middle of thick, tall timber. Perfect scenario, right? I came in here on Friday. I hunted near my ladder stand on Monday, and yeah, hunted on Monday. Saw 2 does. Came out around 10 o'clock. Those are the only deer I saw. I saw a black bear, and I saw some turkeys. And I came to this spot on Friday. Today's Monday. It's the week of Thanksgiving. Anyway, if you remember, we were getting a lot of rain, and I came to this spot and drove all the way up here. I left the house like at 5 o'clock in the morning. Got all my gear, got my deer buggy all fixed, and came up in here and found this tree. I had it marked on my GPS. I came right to it and got up in here just at about like 15 minutes after legal shooting light, and it started to rain. It hadn't rained all morning, now it's raining. So anyway, that's just the way it goes. So I sat in the rain in 60-degree temperatures with no raincoat. I had this is my Sitka mountain hunting parka, and it repels the water pretty good for a little while, but it rained for almost 2 hours straight, and it wasn't a thunderstorm. It was just that steady raining. And I suppose it was around 9:30, 10 o'clock, it started to let up, and I was soaking wet, man. I was soaked to the bone. And my rifle was all wet. Everything was wet. And as soon as it cleared up, I seen a deer down at the bottom. And I say down at the bottom, 200 yards away. This is probably 200, 250 yards I can see through the trees to little isolated spots where you can see. And of course, you saw how open it is in here. Even back over here, I've got an area that I can look at. Anyway, I saw the deer, and it was coming. And it came straight up the hill and stopped at a clump of scrub oaks. It's right over there. And it stood behind those scrub oaks for a little while, and then came around and trotted right past me with its nose to the ground. I thought, well, that's odd. My initial thought was it's a doe just wandering aimlessly, picking a little food here, picking a little food there. But she didn't stop until she got to that clump of scrub oaks. And I haven't been down there. I don't know. There's probably a scrape down there, and you probably agree with me after I tell you the story. But she came trotting up here with her nose to the ground and ran right by me. Never saw me. I thought, that was kind of odd. But it was a good little encounter. I enjoyed seeing her. And about 30 minutes later, right down here, another deer, might have been the same one, I don't know, came out down here. And she started walking across here. And every now and then she stopped and she'd look behind her. I said, uh-huh. She got around here, stopped and looked behind her. I said, okay. And then she got over to those scrub oaks where the other deer was, and I couldn't see her. She was standing there, and she stood there for a little while. And about that time, a second deer came behind her, and then she stepped out and was looking, and then I seen it, and it was not a legal deer. It was a 5-inch spike deer. And I could hear him coming. He was grunting. You hunt in the Ocala National Forest, and you hear a deer grunting, man, that's special. And he came, and they came up, and they ran right up. They ran right through here and went right up. There's a trail right over here. 3 deer used that trail again this morning. They went right up in there. I thought, wow, man, that's great. A little rutting activity, and I kind of equated it to, okay, that's just a little spike deer chasing his sister. I mean, okay, and that's not what we're here for, but okay, I'll take it. And about 30 minutes later, another deer came out at that same spot where they came out, and it started walking up through here. And I said, oh, look, there's a buck. And my first initial thoughts were, that deer's not legal. But he was a buck nonetheless, and had noticeable antlers. I mean, I didn't have to put my scope on him to see the antlers. And he came to that same patch of scrub oaks and stood there for a minute, and then he started trotting through, and then I got a real good look at him. And he had multiple points, and he had tall, straight antlers. They did not bow out, but they were tall, well over his ears. And I thought, you know what? I didn't kill one last year. I believe I'm gonna shoot that deer. And he got over in here, and he went behind some cover, and what happened was, anyway, long story short, I didn't get an opportunity on that deer. He was going in and out. As you can see, this cover here, he was behind that stuff right there, and then in and out, following the same trail of those other 2 deer, and got down over here, and went down that same trail. He never knew how close he come. But what happened was, when that first deer came out, when I said it was like 250 yards down, well, I turned my scope all the way up, and to get a look at it when it was down yonder, and I never turned it back down when the deer got up in here, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that deer. I couldn't find him in the scope. I just couldn't find him. I kind of panicked, and yeah, things went south real fast. Next thing I know, my opportunity was gone. So that's the way it goes, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend like it didn't happen and move forward. So again, let me show you my spot. I really don't know if this is an ideal setup. I'm suspicious that there's a scrape down there. I like hunting in a little heavier cover. I'm reluctant to believe that a good mature buck is going to step out here in the open. But you know what? I like hunting where I can see. I can see inside pockets. Unlike my hunt on Saturday, where it was so thick. I brought my nephew Kason up on Friday, and yeah, it was just thick cover, and we didn't see anything. But I struggle with it, so I mix it up. That's what I'm saying. Some days I'll hunt out in the open, some days but I'm seeing deer here. I've already seen more deer here than I have anywhere this season, last season, and I've already seen like 12 or 13 deer in 3 hunts. So yeah, you don't leave deer to go find deer. And I think if I hunt this, it's a lot of work to get in here, but it's well worth it. I can't get in here before daylight. It's just too far of a walk from the truck. I suppose I could. I just ain't got it in me. All right. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. I hope your deer hunt. To those folks that sent me emails of your deer, I really appreciate it. Congratulations on a job well done. A couple of guys killed deer last week. A feller killed one. I'm suspicious that it was down in south part of Lake County. He killed a real nice 6-point with a bow and arrow on public land. Congratulations. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.